Hey fam, welcome back. We are here again. Divine inspiration. Remember, you are a source of inspiration for your friends. You are a source of inspiration for your family. You are a source of inspiration in your community. You are a source of inspiration to every single person connected to you. Do you hear me? Let that marinate. Let that marinate. Let that marinate. All right, so last week we got back to it. This is a video that I had in my back pocket. I talked a little bit about it last week, but today's the day. Today's the day. Now I was excited when I was driving here. I was excited about sharing this, but let me just say, like, spiritual warfare, it ain't fun. The victory is fun, but when you going through it, like, it's not fun. But I am coming to you excited and inspired to just give you just a few nuggets about what to look out for. And if things ever feel like it's off or it's weird or some type of unexplainable activity going on, these are just some signs that I know for sure are really concrete signs that you are going through spiritual warfare. And let me just put a disclosure out there as well. This is not meant to scare anybody. This is not meant to make you afraid or make you feel like that, like you have something that is bigger than you or stronger than you, because you have power over all the darkness. Okay, you have the power. So I want this to be an empowerment, not necessarily to scare you or nothing like that. So before I jump into the signs, just right off rip, I have a scripture for you, because I feel like it lays the foundation to where I'm coming from. Okay, and you will find it in Ephesians 6. All right, 6 and 12, it says, and you probably know it, it's well known, for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Okay, so this scripture right here just set the foundation, just to let you know that you're not battling a person. You're not battling a human being. You're not battling a job. You're not battling against somebody in the flesh. You're not battling against, opposition. You're battling against things that are unseen. And when you are fighting against things that's unseen, you can't fight back with physical things. That's like if, God forbid, like when you was in school, somebody come up to you and hit you. That's an attack. If somebody put their hands on you, that's an attack. So what are you going to do? You're going to defend yourself. Or just like if somebody intrude and come into your house, you have the right to defend yourself and to hurt that person because they're bringing harm to you. That's physical. That's physical. But when you're going through spiritual warfare, it's a whole nother arsenal that you have to dig into in order to get the victory. All right. So I just wanted to lay that foundation right there. And then also, like I said, you have the power. Like, don't give your power away, and don't be afraid. Like, you have to be like a fearless kind of person. Like, and even if you are scared, don't show it. Just stand tall, stand firm, and make sure that you loaded. You locked and loaded, so that when these things come your way, you know what to do, you know how to handle it, you can pass your test, and you can move on to the next level in your life. Because at the end of the day, as long as you got breath in your body, it's always going to be opposition, it's always going to be a fight, it's always going to be spiritual warfare. You're always going to have to, get your hands dirty, you know what I'm saying, in order to get your blessings, because, the scripture also teaches us that the devil come to kill, steal, and destroy. He want to kill, steal, and destroy everything that God has for you and wants to give you and has already given you. So you just have to be willing and ready to stand your ground and fight back and let the devil know, like, you can't come over here with all that, like we talked about in the last week's video. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta, hey, you're not coming over here. You know what I'm saying? You can't have my family, you can't have my kids, you can't have my mama, you can't have my daddy. It's like you have to be on defense. Like, no, you're not coming over here. You could keep it moving, but what you trying to do, it's not about to prosper over here. And that's the mentality that you have to have. Okay. And then also, just a side note as well, is like, my heart really goes out to the youth, because it's like, you know, they want to have fun, and don't get me wrong, you know, like, I love to have fun too, but you also have to be aware, and you have to be mindful. You have to be careful who you surrounding yourself with, because the devil don't care. He not really playing with nobody. So you trying to have fun, and you trying to play, and he trying to destroy your life. So that's why you just need to be mindful and be cognizant of, you know what I'm saying, just energy and how you feel around people, and making sure that you're around the right people who you feel like you can you safe with, because the Judas is out here. Okay. So that being said, the first sign is negative thoughts. Like, when you having like obsessive negative thoughts, that's a sign. That's a sign where it's just like, I mean, it can even get to the point where you like judging yourself, like, dang, why am I even thinking like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, the mind is very powerful. It's this book I'm reading too about the mind. I got it in the car. I would show it to y'all, but I got it from the library last week. I mean, like, I'm in chapter 3, but it's hard to put the book down, because it's talking about the mind and just how deep and powerful that the mind really is. So that's why, you know, the scripture also teaches to renew your mind every day. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is a daily thing. You have to renew your mind. You have to clear out that junk, and you have to clear out those self-limiting beliefs, and you know, like the things you was taught when you grew up, the things that you heard from the people around you, that stuff that's kind of embedded in you, that it replays over and over again. So that's why it's important to renew your mind. That's why I spoke on it yesterday as well. It's like, you know, you have to feed your mind. You know what I'm saying? What you put in is what you get out. So that's just one of the signs. If you're having really negative thoughts, like, that's a sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, something is off. You know, there's energy, you know, trying to hinder you, because when the enemy comes for you, trust me, he's coming here first. He's coming to attack your mind, to get you thinking out of the will of God, to get you thinking negative, to get you reacting to the things that's going on around you, to get you to react and bring those negative thoughts into fruition and into life, you know, manifest. So that's why that's a definite sign of spiritual warfare, is when you're having constant negative thinking. The second sign is when you're having nightmares. It don't have to be any specific nightmare. A nightmare is a nightmare. But a lot of times we do get attacked in our sleep. So if you're having nightmares, that's definitely another sign. The third sign is just a lot of negative energy, kind of going back to like the negative thoughts, but it's a lot of negative energy around you, like when you go on your job, when you go to work, when you go to class or school, whatever the case may be, or if you drive and you on the road or something like that. It's just you just picking up on all this just negative energy, like, oh my goodness, like, what's going on? Like, what did I do to you? Like, you didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's another sign. So that's that. And then I think, let me see. Not the last one, but I'm gonna give you a couple more. Another one is when it's a lot of havoc going on, like in your family or in your children. Just stuff out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? Like back-to-back stuff. Like it you know, it's either something happened with the kids, or something happened with your family, or stuff like, it's just unexplained activity. Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, back to back. Like, okay, first now it's this, now it's this, now it's that. Like, no, that's a definite sign. Like, when havoc starts to happen around you, because a lot of times when the enemy cannot get to you, because you're doing what you need to do to stay in a higher vibration, the enemy will come for the people around you, your family. So, and then later on, like in a minute, we're going to start moving into what to do. You know, I'm just giving you the signs right off rip, and then we'll go into like what to do, how to handle this kind of thing. Because it's not the way that you would handle it naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm about to cuss him out, I'm about to go off. Like, that's not really the way that you fight back in spiritual warfare. But everything is trial and error. Like I said, like I've learned from experience. You know, I have been tested, I have been tried, and I have failed a lot of tests. But I've also passed a lot as well. And I learned so much in the process of, you know, what to look out for and how to handle it when it comes, because that's the main thing. And that's what it really means to really mature spiritually, and to level up, mentally as well, is to, you know, is to learn, you know what I'm saying? Learn from your experiences, learn from, the things that, you have been through. And that's why yesterday when I was saying leave it behind, you know, leave all that negative things behind, but take the lessons, take the blessings with you, take all the things that you learned in that experience, through that experience, take all that with you, because that's what's gonna help you in the future. That's what's going to help you next year, in the new year. That's what's going to help you, is those lessons and all those things that you learn. You take them with you. Are you going to be perfect? No. But as long as you're making some type of progress, you know, progress over perfection. It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be like, oh, I messed up. No, it's just as long as you're taking a step after another, you're taking a baby step, you good to go. It's always about the progress, because this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. So we in this thing for the long haul, and it's like you want to get all the tools and all the lessons that you can to help you when it come, you know, when things come around again, you know how to handle it. And then also, you know how to help somebody else who may be going through the same thing or something similar. Okay. The last sign I'm just going to throw out there is, unexplained illness, or like a reoccurring illness. Now, this is like just unexplainable. You know what I'm saying? Like, either whether it's you or somebody, you know, close to you, a family, a friend, or somebody you close with, you're connected to in some way, shape, or form. If it's like an illness or a sickness or something, and you going to the doctor and the doctor don't know what's going on, or I don't know what this is, that's another sign. Like, your body, your physical body is being under attack. Like, you know, the enemy come for your mind first. Once he got your mind, he could get you. The mind is powerful. He could get you to do any and everything, you know, once he got this up here. So yeah, he will attack you mentally, and he will attack you physically as well. So, yeah, that's another sign. So just moving forward, because I don't want this to be too dense, but how do we combat? How do we fight? How do we win? How do we tap into that spiritual warrior? You know what I'm saying? How do we deal with this, Sadie? You know what I'm saying? Now that we know the signs and what to look out for, how do we deal with it? We don't deal with it by cussing folks out, give them no peace of our mind. Oh, I'm about to put my tennis shoes on and put my Vaseline. We about to throw hands. No, that's not the way. You can't you can't punch a spirit, okay? Okay, so like, you know, I'm trying to make this as simple as I can. I'm trying to make this as simple as I can, because a lot of times when you think you're fighting against a person, you're not necessarily fighting against a person. You fighting against that person demons, man. And it's like, that's why you have to be careful. You have to be careful with people. And I know as much as things test and try you, and you be ready to go there, sometimes that just ain't the best solution, because a lot of times people don't even know that they under the influence. They don't even know what they doing. Like, they don't even know what they're saying. So that's why you really got to just be careful and just send love and positivity to everybody, because at the end of the day, that's the goal. We want people to live free. We want people to get out of bondage. You know what I'm saying? Get out of these cycles. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. You know, the more people heal and the more people grow and evolve and mature spiritually, the better this world will be. I don't know if you got kids, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we want to leave this world better than how we came in it. You know what I'm saying? And we want to leave our kids to something, you know, that they can survive and thrive in. Okay. So that's really the main goal. Okay. So how do we fight back, man? Prayer and fasting, flat out. flat out. You got to stay connected. That's why it's divine inspiration, because it's not just about me. It ain't about, oh, Sadie. It's not about that. It's about a higher source, higher power, God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to stay connected. You have to stay plugged into your source, because at the end of the day, God is more powerful than you will ever be. That's where you get your strength. Your weakness is made strong in Him. Like, that's your connection. That is your source. That's what you have to stay connected to. How do I stay connected? Same way me and you staying connected through this phone, through this Wi-Fi, through live, through videos, through social media. Same way I'm talking to you, talk to Him about it, flat out. Pray. If you fasting, that's a whole nother video. So just, you know, wherever you at in your spiritual journey, just take that part with a grain of salt, because that's something that you have to learn how to get into as well. But yeah, just stay connected to your source, man. Stay connected to your source, and you gotta retrain, renew your mind with the word. You know what I'm saying? Read your scripture. You know, whatever they look like for you. If you just reading one, you know what I'm saying? If you need to get a translated version, if you need to get a different version, if you don't understand the version that you're reading, get one that you do understand and that you can comprehend, or get something you can study that have the explanation to it, where you can really get a better understanding and a better feel of what it's teaching you, and what it is telling you, and what you can get out of it, and how it can help you. You know what I'm saying? Just stay connected. That's the main thing. Stay connected to your to your source. Okay. Put on your praise and worship music. I'm telling you, when the enemy come for you, get ready, because obviously you doing something right. Obviously God got something for you. Obviously something is going down in the spiritual realm that you're not aware of, but maybe He's aware of, and He's trying to stop it, or trying to get you to move out of alignment, to get you to mess up your own blessing. So that's why I stay connected. You know what I'm saying? Play your music, feed your spirit, feed things that's gonna help you. You know, maybe I'll post you know what, I will. I'm gonna put something in the comments as too. It's a warfare prayer by Sadie Tramp, but you can play that. I'm telling you, listen to that, and you're gonna be ready to do cartwheels, backflips, back bends, splits. You're gonna be ready for war. You listen to that, boy, you're gonna be like, what's up? I'm telling you. So that's that. And then like I said, stay connected to your source. But those are signs, and I had to do this video. I really did. I really did, because you know, it's like, if you don't know, if you don't know what you don't know, that's how I put it. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. And you know, can't nobody be mad at you because you don't know. So my point, my purpose is, you know. So when you seeing stuff and it's off, and it's looking a little crooked, and it's looking a little funny, you have something to be like, you know what? I heard about stuff like this. I heard, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I know what to do. I know what to do. I know how to handle this. Because the one thing people always want to do, they want to get you out your hookup. You feeling good, you smiling, you living in your purpose, you living your life, you content, you happy, you positive. That's the main thing people want. They want to come mess that up. They want to come mess that up for you. Oh, here she comes. She positive. She smiling. She happy. I'm about to mess her day up. No, you not. No, you not, baby. This take time. This take energy. This take work. That's why I told you, if you don't see me, I'm getting me together. If you don't see me, I'm getting me together. And when I come back, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm myself. I'm my true self. You know what I'm saying? I'm not what my circumstances is yelling in my ear. I'm not all the chaos and the turbulence and all that stuff that's happening around me. I'm not coming at you with that. I'm coming at you from my true self, from my higher self, from my divine self. So I love you, and I appreciate you, and I hope this video inspire and help somebody. And maybe, and if it don't help you right now, maybe later. You know, maybe later you'll come back, and maybe later it'll pop up in your head, something like that. But I love y'all. I did what I came to do, and I'm gonna see you, because I'm about to get my workout in. But I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Stay blessed, stay prayed up, stay connected, live life, smile, take things with a grain of salt. If it don't serve you no more, any negative thoughts, negative people, situations, and environments, leave it behind. We're going into 2023 light. We're going into 2023 with our lessons, with our blessings, and we coming out on top because this is what we do. This is what we do. Life is a journey. Life is a journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't expect nothing to be microwave-able. Don't expect something to come out quick. This take time. It take work. It take persistence. It take consistency. It takes resilience. It takes all that and above. So I love y'all. Peace.